Now to the fallers. Whose stock went down in an 18-point win over the Browns? Let's start with Christian McCaffrey. Now he's facing a really good defense. Still, 2 points. What was it? 2.7 yards per carry. Let me get that. Let me get that exactly correct. I don't want to shortchange him if it was 2.8. Was it 2 point? No, it was 2.7. 2.7 yards per carry. Had a touchdown. I also felt he had a run in the red zone where he got Brock Purdy tossed it to him. He was running to the left. He cut back inside and got stopped at the 2. If he had just kept running to the outside, he would have scored. It was blocked well. Maybe he feels he doesn't have that burst anymore. I just think it's interesting. He's had a really good year in the sense that they give him the ball a lot and he keeps getting up at the end of the play. But the Browns shut him down because he's not unstoppable like he used to be. He's stoppable. He's touchable, attainable. Unlike Kittle, who's pretty much, you just hope that Kyle Shanahan and Brock Purdy forget about him, which they do. So Christian McCaffrey, rough game. He could bounce back in a couple of weeks. Give him some grace too. Short week on the road. They give him the ball way too much. He was probably exhausted. There's a reason he didn't practice Wednesday, Thursday. Probably exhausted. And they didn't have to overuse him in this game. I thought that was good for Kyle Shanahan. Everyone thought they were going to give the ball to Christian McCaffrey 35 times, and he made a point not to do that. Like, he had Brock Purdy throw on the first 5 plays of the game. Didn't work out, but at least he didn't overuse Christian today. Although 20 carries for Christian to get 54 yards, that's terrible. They got to get another running back next year. You think they'll get another running? They got to get another. They need another running back. They need another wide receiver. I like their tight ends. They need another left guard. Ben Bartch left the game. Foot injury. The guy can't stay healthy for more than a month at a time starting. There's a reason he should not be starting. He's a solid player, but offensive lines need continuity. And if Ben Bartch is in your offensive line, you don't got that. So his stock went down. Who else? Whoever let Harold Fannin get by because he was wide open. No one covered him. I feel like not that many players' stock went down today. Other than Christian. Sorry, Christian. Ooh, Trent Williams. Nah, he was going up against Myles Garrett, but he also had like a false start. He was not good today. Still better than Colton Kivitz, but I wonder what's going to happen. I mean, is he going to play next year, Trent Williams? All the more reason for the Niners to win the Super Bowl this year because he is declining in ways that George Kittle is not. Matt Gay, he doinked it, but he made it. Are they done with the Matt Gay experience? They might be done with the Matt Gay experience because the bye week's coming up. Eddie could come back after that, man, and he didn't miss a kick. Shout out to Matt Gay. Your stock didn't fall. You should be in the risers, but I'm putting you into fallers just to shout you out. And then to go back to the risers real quick, Kyle Shanahan. I love that play call on the 2, the zone read for Brock Purdy. That was one of his best play calls of the year. And I think that should be something that he does more often around the goal line because you have to count for it. Really, any quarterback can run those in. Kirk Cousins. He used to call those plays for Kirk Cousins. To call him for Brock. Call him for Mac. Those are free touchdowns. And just handing the ball to Christian McCaffrey 4 times doesn't necessarily get you across the line. So I liked that from Kyle Shanahan. Yeah. Okay. Let's do some super chats. Richard Evangelista says, you need to get that looked at before the age of 40. Think so? The hernia? Yeah. I feel like I'm starting to break down. I've been operating with it for 12 years, pain free, but it's starting to get me. Patrick says, hi, Grant, fan from Sweden. Hi, fan from Sweden. I'm Grant. Nice to meet you. Richard Evangelista says, BA is the new TO without the TO resume. No, you guys don't remember TO. Ayuk is more like quiet, doesn't really say why he's upset, maybe a little immature because he's, not communicating and expressing his first. T.O. didn't have a problem talking. T.O. would come out after the game at the freaking post-game press conference and talk about how Jeff Garcia sucked and how he didn't get him the ball enough and how the coach sucked. It's like, Ayuk might sulk. And I'm not saying that's okay, but T.O. was aggressive in ways that Ayuk is not. I'm just saying. Kevin says, Browns Shelby Harris said he sees why Jennings was hit below the belt. I'm paraphrasing. Oh, did he? Interesting. He does seem to really piss off everyone. So I guess. Keith and Bernie, the unbeaten, says Niners beat Seahawks already, 4-1 the division. That's true. Did I say they didn't? I'm stupid. B&A, established 1988. Me too. I was also established 1988. Says, what did Jawan Jennings say to Shelby Harris? How did I miss this? I don't know, man. How did I miss this? Matt Lopez, new member. Thank you. Check out three-man front, 3 deep, me, Coach, Jesse on Wednesdays, members only. Luke Gifford should be benched. He can't cover. Yeah, man. But then who else do they have at linebacker? Nick Martin went out with a concussion. Curtis Robinson was hurt for a minute. Vroomish says, you already cover Matt Stafford's 3 turnover performance and loss against the Rams. Stock down? Yeah, I would have to say his stock went down today. And I'm pretty sure they're going to bench him for Jimmy Garoppolo. Hold on. I just want to say, Brock Purdy fans really are having a good time with this. And I understand. Let's check out Matthew Stafford's stats for the season just to see how it stacks up. I just kind of want to know. He had a bad game, right? So one bad game. What do he have? So he's got, I just want to know. I just want to know. So he threw 2 touchdowns and 2 picks today. And his quarterback rate was 85. Not good. On the season, he has now thrown 32 touchdown passes and 4 picks. That's pretty good. I could see why the Rams didn't bench him or pull him in this particular game, although who knows? I might have, because I'm tough. Let's just see what Purdy has for the season. He has 9 touchdowns and 7 picks in 5 games. That's not bad. I mean, it's not great or good, but it's not horrendous. It's borderline. So I can see why people were talking about maybe benching him, especially when his back goes 5-3 with a much better touchdown interception ratio. Like if Matthew Stafford had god awful numbers this year and Jimmy had played a bunch and put up better numbers, there'd be a discussion. Because that's sort of what's happening here. But Brock was not god awful today. In fact, he was pretty good. Big Tone says probably Brock's career high for throws aways good. That's a great call. He threw the ball away a lot. You know who didn't do that? Shador Sanders. Look, my heart goes out to Shador. You know what I mean? You didn't play much with the starters, and you don't have anyone to throw the ball to other than Harold Fannin Jr. and your running back. Not easy. And I don't even know how many plays are actually installed for you. But dude, you gotta throw the ball away or check it down. You can't hold it that long. You can't float backwards. Dude, do you even know where your checkdowns are? That's why I feel like Brock Purdy's better than Shador Sanders. But he's a rookie. Aaron Lofton says, we talk about CMC being healthy, but how about Trent? I imagine he's not healthy. Bill Kennedy says, Walsh would trade Kittle. Thoughts? Here are my thoughts. Again, I never met Bill Walsh, and his whole era was before. I mean, I was born in 88. He was out in 89. So I don't remember. But he talked a big game about getting rid of a player a year early as opposed to a year too late. What Hall of Famer did he get rid of a year early? You know who did that stuff? Seifert. Seifert traded Joe Montana. Seifert got rid of Tom Rathman and Ronnie Lott. Seifert got rid of Charles Haley. So I don't know that Bill Walsh would have got rid of his best player who's not. I would have. I'm the asshole that would have traded George Kittle and gotten fired. I don't know that Bill would have. I'm just saying. You think Bill would have traded Jerry Rice because he's 35? I don't. I'm gonna say he talked a big game. Bill Walsh. Great coach though.